Okay. We got problem 9.32. Go ahead. So it says the phasor current IB in the circuit shown is 25 milliamps with zero phase. Find IA, IC, and IG. If we know the angular frequency is 1500 rad per sec, write the expression for IA, IC, and IG. All right, so let's go ahead and label this circuit. I want to go ahead and do this. Now the drill, bottom ground, and I'm gonna call this V1. I'm gonna call this V2. All right, everything else is labeled, so we can go ahead and write our equations. So we know KCL is IG equals IA plus IB plus IC. Our equation for components are, oh, I forgot to label V3, and I'm gonna call this V4. Yeah, so now we can go ahead and write our equations. IA is equal to V1 minus V3 over 250J. IA again is V3 over V3 minus 0 over 500. IB is equal to V1 minus V4 over negative 1000 J. IB is equal to V4 over 2000. IC is equal to V1 minus V2 over 1000. We know that 0 minus V2 equals 50J. And we also want to write our equation for IB, and we'll say it's 25. We know it's milliamps, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay, now bring maxima, big boy calculator out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 equations. Means we have 8 unknowns. So IG, let me move this to the side. G equals IA plus IB plus IC. IA equals V1 minus V3 over 50 times J equals V3 over 500. IB equals to 1 minus V4 over negative 1000 J. B equals to V4 over 2000 equals to V1 minus V2 1000. Negative V2 equals 50 times J. Almost messed up there. All right, there you go. And then I equals 25. So we know everything's in the millies. So IG, IB, IC, V1, V2, V3, V4. So yeah, we do have 4 knowns. Cool. So we get this. I wonder. Give me 1 second. Oh, all right. So for some reason, my computer is not allowing me to snip this, so I'm gonna leave this like this and continue on. Yeah, so we mainly want to focus here on IG. So let me make this another color. IG, IC, and IA. Right. I noticed while doing this problem that this in reality should be 2100 and this should be 500. But regardless, if we were say I use this value is also very close. So it there's it makes a difference, but uh yeah. But anyways, so I get IG in other terms is 2700 over 20 minus 29 over 20J. You can convert this. So we can say 2700 over 20 is 135 squared, and then 2099. 20 is basically, it's 104.95, but I'm gonna round it and say it's 105. And then we got inverse tangent of negative 105 over 135. So as a result, we get 145.8 with an angle of negative 22.17 with the phase. I mean, IA is going to be equal to, it's 60 minus AJ. So we got square root of 60 squared plus 80 squared. And inverse tangent of negative 80 over 60. So for this, we get 100 with the phase of negative 53.18. For IC, we got 1000 over 20 minus 499 over 20J. So for this one, we get basically 50 squared and then 500 or 499 for 20, 24.95. I'm gonna say this is 500, 25 just to make this answer exact. It would be squared plus 25 squared. We get 55.9. Oops, I forgot to put the angle. It's going to be inverse tangent of negative 1 over negative 25 over 20. So for this, we get 55.9 with a phase of 26. Let's see, 25, 20. Yeah, negative 26.57. I believe. No, it's positive. Yeah. All right. Actually, after looking at this, Yeah, I realized this answer is wrong. So if we actually plug this into our calculator, we get negative 51.34. So yeah, our solution manual tells us that it's 26.57. I believe what I'm doing is right. I checked Maxima to see, and I don't find any errors here. So this answer, this IC might be controversial. I might be doing something wrong. But anyways, so we want to put IAT in time domain. So we got 145. We know that the angular frequency is 1500. So move this down. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave, yeah, 57. This is a controversial, I think. 145 cosine of 1500 t, and IA has minus 53.18 degrees, and this is milliamps. IC would be 55.9 cosine 1500 t, either minus 51.34 or plus. I'm going to leave it's minus 51.34 because I stand my ground on that problem. And IG 145.8 cosine of 1500 t minus 22.17. So yeah, this would be the solution to, oops, where's the marker? Yeah, solution to 9.32. And these are all in milliamps, by the way. Yeah. Just gonna make that messy. All right. Thank you.